Alrighty. Hello, Oliver. Almost overflowing. Cheers. So we have basically one large package, I guess you can say. It was two separate orders because Relapse had their Thanksgiving Day or Black Friday sale, whatever you want to call it, and a ton of cheap CDs, a lot of stuff that I've been meaning to pick up. I did one order that morning, and I kind of went back and I'm like, oh yeah, they have vinyl too. I didn't think about it at that time. And they had a lot of cheap vinyl. So pretty much everything in these two boxes was $5 a piece. And I got a hefty amount. So let's see what I got for Black Friday. This wasn't the only Black Friday sale I took advantage of, but the other one has not came in, which is fine. I was going to do these in two separate videos, but since I have both of these from Relapse, I figured I'd go ahead and just do everything in these right here and now. So, massive amount of chunk. I was wondering how it was, how they put them in here. I thought they were going to do something like how Kanaki does with their CDs. So, what did I get? First one up, a three stack. I went and got Author and Punisher, Beastland. I've always been fascinated with Author and Punisher. I do like some of the songs, but I never had bought anything. Just really spent more time watching him perform live on YouTube. I liked, you know, industrial material done with like all mechanical stuff that he's built to utilize, like, you know, for the like a hammer draw and pull for the kick and snare. Really fucking awesome shit. I would recommend just like going and looking up him performing live, and it's just really awesome. So I got, like I said, this is Beastland, and then this is a follow-up, Crueler. I really love the artwork on this one. This one I almost bought just because of the artwork. I don't think I've actually heard anything on this particular album, but looking forward to listening to it. Next, I didn't even forgot that I did order this. This is Agoraphobic Nosebleed, Arc. Now, between the two bands with Scott Hull, I always liked Pig Destroyer more. And with Agoraphobic Nosebleed, it was kind of hit and miss for me. I guess mainly because drum machine grind. It has its time and place, but I prefer actual drumming. But, like, I really liked this split that they did with Converge. That's my favorite Agoraphobic Nosebleed material, because also it is an actual drummer on there. If I'm correct. I'm not sure. I'm pretty certain it was. I think it... Maybe I'm misconstruing it, or maybe I'm right. I really honestly don't remember, but I went ahead and picked up this EP. I think it's supposed to be. It's like a first in a 4-part series of mini albums. So this is the Doom one with a cat from Salome on vocals. Like, I really liked Salome. We played with them live. Like 2009 back in Baton Rouge. Really awesome show. She's a really cool girl. Really nice. And really great vocals. So, look forward to listening to that. Next one up, I'll go ahead and open, is this hefty boy. I know these are not quite in the, kind of going in order, sort of. That nice heft there. This is Coffins, the Fleshland. Really love Coffins. I have almost everything that they've ever put out, split-wise and everything. just the last couple of albums I had not gotten. Not for any particular reason, besides I focused on getting other stuff instead, basically. Like, I knew this wasn't going to sell out. It's on Relapse. I could pretty much pick it up at any time. And that's why it took me this long to pick it up. But Japanese death doom band, really fucking awesome. I do like their earlier material a little bit more because it had just a grimier tone overall. Something that I'm going to explore more in one of my other new bands, Desecration Chamber, which I need to draw up the artwork as well after I'm done mixing some shit. So, awesome shit. Next two are from long-standing Italian grind gods, Cripple Bastards. Really love all their stuff. Just nasty fucking grindcore. They've been around for like 30 fucking years or so. Probably 35. And I think it was hilarious that, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, some girl was trying to cancel them, saying that they're ableists because of their name. And she's like, they really need to change their name. I said, imagine calling a band that's had the same name for 30 fucking years that they need to change their name because people like you are offended. Like, grow the fuck up. You're a pile of shit, bitch. Anyway, this is La Fine Cresse de Dentro. Also, another reason, like I said before, the reason I had not picked up these couple of Crippled Bastards is because I knew that I can get them pretty much at any time. And this one is Nero in Metatashi. I can't fucking, I don't know. Another fucking 18-song album. I've never been the biggest fan of the artwork on their albums, but, I mean, it's what they do. No big thing. Next one up is, Derkataton, Saved by Fear. I actually don't remember. I think I must have just checked it. I liked the artwork and said, fuck it, and bought it. I think it's, if I'm correct, it's kind of a Black and Death thing. Don't quote me on that. I really don't know. I just bought it because the artwork looked really fucking cool. Reminds me of the same artist that did Agenda of Swine. And I wish they would do something as well. Next, it's a slew of Dying Fetus albums. I hadn't gotten any of these before, and mainly because I think the last great album they did was War of Attrition, and I hadn't really kept up with them much after that. I think I got one of the other ones, Supreme Reign or some shit like that. I think that's the last one I did pick up from them, but I went ahead and got these. I'm not a fan of the artwork on any of them, but didn't realize this one had the old logo. But this one is Wrong One to Fuck With. Terrible fucking name. I absolutely despise the name of this fucking album. But for $5, I do like Dying Fetus, and I was like, you know, that's well worth it to me. This one I don't think I had, because also, like I said, artwork's fucking terrible. But this is Descendant to Depravity. I mean, it's solid material, it's solid death metal, and I can deal with that. It's just awful fucking name. I mean, like, I really am a much bigger fan of the Kevin Talley material, and the drummer, I think, Doug, on the one before, like Purification Through Violence. I really, it was the perfect mix of a sort of a constant roll that can easily go into blasting or the groove-filled areas. And I don't know, it just, something special to me about that. Maybe it was just the time I was listening to them, which was like 98 shit when I first discovered them, or was it 98? Maybe it was 96. I don't know. Everything's fucking damn mush to me. And then this is their new one, Make Them Beg for Death. This one isn't absolutely terrible looking for the artwork, but like, how my friend Justin said, Stubbs from Father Befouled and Occulst, like it's almost too played out with this sort of like weathered looking movie poster from like grindhouse 70s films. So, yeah. But I did hear some of the material. I mean, it's the same Dying Fetus. It's fucking good for what it is, and for $5 a piece, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna rack up on it. Alright. Moving along. Let's see, which one do I want to open up next? I'm trying to get them in the order that I think that they are in. Yeah, let's do this one, and then that one. Okay. So I'm trying to do it like I managed to pick the first two that were in alphabetical order, so I'm going to continue with that. This is also another lot of albums that, you know, stuff that I knew that I've been kind of wanting, but I haven't picked up. I don't know exactly which one came out first. That's 22. This one's, anyway, blah. Got Exhumed. I've always been a big fan of the first two albums, Gore Metal and keep on wanting to say Platters of Splatter, but that's that compilation of all their earlier material. But Gore Metal and Slaughter Cult. I don't know why it took me fucking forever to think of that. Really loved those two albums. Everything after is a bit too metal. I wish that they stuck with the sounds on those two albums, where yeah, it's death metal grind, or death grind, but it had a more emphasis on the grind part. And those two albums, I think, were perfect to me. I mean, I love, you know, Casket Crusher and fucking Limb from Limb on Gore Metal. Those primo, and everything else after has kind of been like, yeah, okay, it's cool, you know, not whatever. But I got this one is Horror. Had not picked it up. Don't know anything else about it. Just these are, like I said, like if I saw them cheap, I would pick them up like on Discogs or some shit like that. But I really do like the artwork on this one a lot. This is To the Dead. So I'm going to look forward to listening to these, just like the Dying Fetus ones. And this is Death Revenge. I actually like this cover art as well, like fold out poster. Kind of a, I don't know, compared to like the Dying Fetus one, this one just hits a bit different. I like it a lot more. So, yeah, good death grind, leaning more into the death metal as they later went on, and that's kind of when I checked out. So, this is a band that I have known for quite a while, and I have their first one or their first two, I can't really remember, but this is Genocide Pact. This is Order of Torment, and this one is self-titled. But they kind of are like a Mammoth Grinder, a little bit like Hatred Surge, but more on the death metal side of that. So I would say more like Mammoth Grinder. Just that sort of kind of D-beat death metal. I think that's about the closest I can say. Has a little bit more rolling crush to it. I've really liked them. It's no real reason why I haven't gotten these. I think I always try to focus on getting material that I know is going to sell out on smaller labels or direct from the band that's going to be out of press, and then you can't get it. This one is Gizm. Detestination? Maybe I got it right. I don't know. Fucking great fucking Japanese grind, DB fucking greatness. I was actually surprised to see this one up on there. I didn't know they had even released this, so really happy to have that. I do like some Gizm, or Jism, whichever way you want to say it. Now this fucking hefty stack. This is the start of... Yes. So, let me go ahead and open up this one too, because they split the tracks up, discography up. Oh, this one... I mean, I thought I had fucking ordered a second Coffins album. So, let me go back to that one and get that knocked out as well. This is also the other Coffins album. I knew I had ordered two. I just wasn't sure. Maybe I had ordered it on the second one. But this is Beyond the Circular Demise. So, yeah. Death Doom Japan. Fucking awesome shit. So here's this stack. This is actually the most expensive CD I bought on here because it was a double disc. Pretty certain it's double disc. Yeah. 2 disc. This is Incantation. Tricennial of Blasphemy. Which is kind of, yeah. Collection of 7-inch unreleased splits. Shit like that. Love Incantation. Love the artwork. This is really probably top 5 death metal bands for me. Like, if you want to get into it, it'd be like Gorguts, Immolation, Incantation, Demolic, and probably Suffocation. So, just happy to buy it. I was like, for $6, because I really wasn't planning on getting it, but I was like, no, let me go ahead and just, it's cheap, it's brand new, and it's good. And this is what's funny, because I got to pick up their brand new album, Unholy Deification, whatever the fuck. Do like the artwork on this one. Haven't listened to any of it just because I wanted to listen to it when it came in. And what was funny is I thought I had pre-ordered it, and I couldn't remember, so I went back on, like, in my Google G Drive, whatever, not G Drive, but Gmail, and I was looking through, going, okay, oh, I found where I pre-ordered it. I thought I already had those other ones, but I'm not, see what else was on the order. That turned out to be the album from the year prior, or 2 years prior, so I played myself, but it worked out in the end for me, so I'm really happy about that. Next up, this is Outer Heaven, Infinite Psychic Depths. Just a good, nasty death metal. I love the fucking artwork. It also kind of reminds me of Ectoplasm. That sort of, it's just old school death doom. I'm going to have to take this fucking hat off. The reason I didn't I have this stupid hat on to begin with is I got smashed in the face yesterday with one of my guitars that I have hanging up when I was doing shit, and now I have like a third eye, but it's way too fucking hot to be wearing this goddamn hat any further, so you're gonna have to deal with it. Sorry. Continuing on, I went ahead and picked up every single Obscura album, which was every one that they had. I think 5 different ones. Making sure that was it. Yes. And I had held off on this band for so long, mainly because when I saw there was a band named Obscura and they didn't sound like Gorguts Obscura, I immediately was like, no, fuck them and fuck everything that they do. I don't give a shit. But after enough time, it's like, okay, I've given in. But I was like, oh, I'm never going to get all their albums, fuck it, whatever, who cares. So I went ahead and picked up everything they had, which is Acarus. I don't know, everything looks like a spaceship. It's tech death stuff, kind of inspired by Death and Cynic and Atheist a bit, but not much. Cosmogenesis, Omnivium, Retribution, and Divolium. I'm not sure how they all came out or anything like that. I don't know which ones are the best. I actually still actively, for the longest time, didn't really listen to them. I just like gave them a pass and like, okay, yeah, that's pretty good, cool, whatever. Like track here, track there. Now I can actually sit there and dive into anything. So that was the biggest purchase, or the most I bought from any particular band that they had up for sale. Like I could have easily bought all their fucking Death reissues, but I was like, no way in fucking hell. Okay? This is Primitive Man, Caustic. I love Primitive Man. I had not purchased this album yet, so went ahead and fixed that. I almost fucked up and bought the other one that I do have. Not Scorn, but the... what is it? Caustic? No, this is Caustic. I'm dumb. The other one that they have, but I thought, you know, I couldn't remember. Anyway, blah. Next up is Temple of Void, Summoning the Slayer. Really awesome death doom band. The guy also plays in a band called Nuke that we played with. I'm not the biggest fan of Nuke, but Temple of the Void, the guitarist in this, really fucking awesome shit. So, went ahead and got that. Oh, bye, Ollie. Abandoned me. And these next two, I had not really gotten, like, I only recently started purchasing all their stuff because, you know, it's the guitarist from Anodyne. And that's, you can hear some of his, you know, the earworms that Anodyne has with his guitar playing. There's some in these as well. So I went ahead and picked up these two. This one is Savage Gold. And this one is Path of Totality. I don't know why I was fucking not pronouncing it with a shit. But, you know, weird sort of death, doom, almost drone at points. Oliver, I don't know what you're trying to do, but don't do that. But if you like Anodyne and you never listened to tunes, I do highly recommend it now. Like, it took me a while to get into it myself, so I have now, so I can recommend it. Alright. Oh, there's a knife. Now, this is the second package. I know it's almost a 30-minute video, but how about I just do... I can do, I guess, 2 videos, and I'll upload the other one tomorrow with this package. I mean, I'm going to film it now, but it's 25 minutes now. I don't need to fucking make you sit here for another 36 minutes, probably, as I go through this. So, let's call this one. I'm going to refresh my drink, a little bit more rum, and we'll go from there. So, cheers.